backlog and an increase in permit transaction times, leading to a lot of frustrated customers. All of this, of course, follows a period of inventory shortages and high prices due to pandemic-related supply chain issues. And joining us now is El Paso County Judge Ricardo Samaniego. Judge, thank you so much for being with us here today. Texas House Bill 718, it completely eliminates the use of those temporary paper license plates, replaces them, of course, with the permanent metal license plates. We're all used to seeing those paper plates when you buy a new car. But why has this become an issue for local car dealerships here in the El Paso County?
And first of all, I want to say that, the county is very, proactive in helping small businesses. So it's been sort of tragic to see the car dealers having to go through such a difficult time. They have to, the way they function is that they sell cars, get the money, and then they get more opportunity or a better credit line, and then that's how they work. But since they're not able to pay back to the bank, that's created a lot of issues for them. And so what has happened is that, Andy, that they've gone from the title clerks being actually working in the county side, have now shifted to the dealer. And so they're not trained. This is an additional expense for them. So it's been very difficult for them, whereas the bigger dealers have the time, the money, they can hold off from, they can be able to pay off some of the loan without the cars being sold. So a lot of pressure on the small dealerships. But one thing I could tell you is I cannot believe the professionalism of the dealerships. So they've met with us, they've come to commissioner's court. All the commissioners had a lot of meetings with them, and they're extremely patient, trying to do the best that they can to resolve this. It's sort of a three-prong. The county has to be able to support the tax assessor to have the right people and be able to have that relationship. And then the tax assessor has to be extremely communicative. I mean, he needs to be able to communicate to the dealers because there was a lot of mistakes that were being made by the dealers. And then the idea was to get them to understand, how can I improve at their end? And so right now, one of the things that I think should have done a lot better is the training at the beginning. We knew about this in 2023. It was enacted in 2025. But a lot of the counties across Texas begin to do the training, follow up on the training, and making sure that the dealers understood exactly what they had to do. Because now they have a web dealer, they go into the website and they try to enter the information, and if they don't know how to do that, it creates a lot of issues. The system will not allow you to stay in line. So if you make a mistake and your application is rejected, it goes back to the end of the line, holding off the process. So it's been a really difficult situation. I mean, the county has done a lot to make sure that Mr. Gonzalez is able to have part-time employees, that he's able to have overtime to make sure that we are supporting him. Because, like I said, our big sense, what we feel obviously is for the dealership. Several dealerships have closed, according to some of the dealer associations, and some of the smaller ones have closed. And so you can imagine how heartbreaking that is to know that someone's business, didn't survive simply because of a change in the process.
Especially everything we saw during the pandemic with a shortage in inventory. But I guess from your knowledge, are other counties in Texas, are they experiencing this problem that El Paso is as well? And what needs to be done in order to address local dealerships' concerns?
Well, some of them are doing a lot better than we are, and what we looked into, they were really proactive and very assertive in making sure that the dealers took the training. Where I think in our case, the training was offered, but maybe we didn't follow up. Well, not we, but the tax assessor didn't follow up and try to make sure. And it all comes down. His response has always been that he doesn't have the right number of people. But our assessment says that it is the number of people, but it's also the ability to be efficient, find creative ways. It's really difficult. The tax assessor is an elected official, and it's really up to him to decide what advice he's going to take from the county, what are some of the things that he would do. And so we're very, very, we're working extremely hard to make sure that he does, take whatever resources we have available, that he requests whatever he needs. Because one thing we can do is say, I need 15 people, and then you throw 15 people at the problem. It has to do with leadership. It has to do with efficiency, communicating with the dealers. The dealers are very open, and they were very open to hearing at least once a week to say, these are the 5 top errors that are being made where your application is being rejected. And so it's like I said, it's the county, the tax assessor, and the dealers working together. But right now there's about 5,000 applications that are backlogged, that we need to do that. And on Saturdays we've been allowing him to do overtime and address that with some of the top clerks that are working for him, so that we'll be able to sort of chip away at it. I think it was 1,700 last Saturday that were eliminated and allowed to be able to get the money back and get their title and all the other things that happen once you complete the process. So we're very worried about, we know it's a volume issue, and if we don't bring that number down, this could be permanent. By bringing the number down and the volume down, it allows for more flexibility. We also are very worried about the employees. We really feel like we have a county family. We don't want the employees to be stressed out. That'll create absenteeism. It'll create, individuals wanting to leave the organization. And so we're trying to get it from every angle, but I hope the community does understand it's a very critical situation of having a backlog of 5,000 applications not being able to be processed, and so that we're working really hard on that and trying to do as much as we can and try to advise the tax assessor to make sure that what is it that you need besides people, because the response has always been, I need people. But you have to train people to be able to be, otherwise you're going to get you get 15 people untrained, and you're still at the same place. So there's so many more things that we need to do. And my heart goes out to the dealers and also for the people buying a car, right? Because if someone's trying to get a car, maybe they don't have a car, they're going to use that car to go to work, and it's being delayed, where that person cannot be able to drive the car because they can't get the registration on it. That's also difficult for us, and we're not getting the revenue we should, and individuals not being able to move from one place to the other. More critically would be the fact that they're not able to get to their job, and that could be a critical situation for them as well.
Certainly a story that we are learning more and more about on the fly that is having a local impact. Judge Samaniego, thank you so much for your insight on this topic, and we certainly look forward to having you on the program again in the future with us.
Okay, Andy, thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you.
All right.